Dear Mom, is it weird that I'm writing you a letter? I bet you're nodding your head right now and laughing at how silly this all is, aren't you? Damn it, Jacqueline Marie, I'm fine, so quit being gross. I can just hear your teasing tone, Mom. You never took yourself seriously, and getting all saccharine and lovey-dovey just wasn't your style. Hell, my last hug from you on Tuesday was of the Christian sidearm variety. So the fact that I'm writing you a mushy-gushy letter has to be irritating the ever-loving crap out of you right now. You always did say that if somebody wasn't going to send you flowers and say nice crap to you in life, then they best shut up when you finally kick the proverbial bucket. You said that, but nobody knows better than me how much you cried when watching the YouTube video of Katharine Hepburn reading the letter she wrote to Spencer Tracy after he had died. So Mom, shut up and listen. I can say that now and not worry about getting butt slapped. I know every kid says they have the best mom in the world, but I'm unique in that just like everyone else, no one had a mom like me. You were one of the most oddball humans I have ever met in my life, and just like you'd always say, they'll never make another one like me. And for once, I'm actually in agreement with you, Mama. You were smart. You were so smart. Smarter than I think anyone ever realized, and certainly far smarter than you gave yourself credit. Before your eyesight went, you studied theology like it was oxygen. Facts were the very air you breathed, and God, your cigarettes, and chocolate were undoubtedly your top 3 passions in life. And I swear, if you could have had one wish, it wouldn't have been the ability to fly, because Lord knows you hated heights. It wouldn't have been food, because we both know I inherited your hatred of cooking. It wouldn't have even been good health, something you struggled with almost your entire life. It would have been owning every animal on the planet in both living and toy form. If it had fur, whether it was a stuffed animal or a real one, you wanted to take it home and cuddle it. You were such a contradiction, Mom. On the one hand, you were like a little innocent kid who was thrilled to bits when I bought you a sock monkey at Cracker Barrel for a surprise gift. Yet you didn't have that thing in your hand 5 minutes before you shoved his long tail between his legs and christened him Dirty Sock Monkey. It's that, Mom. Your sense of humor that I treasure, and I count myself lucky because I'm pretty sure you passed it on to me. I mean, you are the mom who, whenever she made pancakes, would take a single drop of batter, fry it for a second, then put it on a giant plate with a fork and toss out a "there's your pancake, you butt," before fixing me however much I wanted. They will never make another one like you, Mama. Along with your crazy sense of humor, your love of reading is something I'll always remember. I'll never forget that one weekend when I was in 6th grade. We were hanging out in the living room. You were in your beloved Lazy Boy recliner when all of a sudden you pulled out a book and practically flung it at me. "Read it, Jackie. Try it. You'll never know if you like something until you try it." You bugged me, you pestered me, you downright bullied me into reading Yesterday's Flame by Elizabeth Hallam. I got so mad at you, I wrenched that cover open and thought, I'll show her. I'll just stare at the first page. Well, you won that round, Mama. Because 1 minute later and I was reading. If it hadn't have been for your determination in making me try new things, I would still be that kid who thought she was too dumb, too dyslexic to fall in love with books. God knows we didn't always agree on things. Nobody could fight like us. But no matter how opposing our views might have been, you never once disrespected me. You let me be my own woman. You encouraged me to think for myself, to not let others influence what I loved, how I thought, who I was. It didn't matter if I wanted to wear makeup when I was in elementary school. No problem, Jax. Just don't go looking like a clown, okay? It didn't matter if I wanted to wear a dress that was a bit too short for my age. Just don't go showing your hoo-ha, okay, kid? It didn't matter when I was in high school. I started dressing with my own sense of style. Be you, Jacqueline. Ain't nobody can take that from you, and if they stare at you or laugh at you, you stare back and laugh harder. no one ever had as great advice or as memorable quotes as you did, Mom. You're a ringtail tutor and a cat St. Jane and a king cutter. I'll never forget that. Life didn't deal you an easy hand, and you dealt with hardships and hells that likely no one will ever know. But above all, you loved God. You lived your life with as much grace and goodness as you could. You were a beautiful soul, Mama, and you died so that you could truly start living again. I know that is why God took you so violently, so unexpectedly, so young at just 53. He took you because you were trapped in your own body. You couldn't see, you couldn't hear, you couldn't walk. The diabetes and health issues had started affecting even your mind, and all of these terrible things are blessings to me now. They give me the strength to know you are in a much, much better place. You are happier and healthier than you have ever been. You were my absolute best friend, Mama. And while I don't want to say goodbye in this letter, I know you're up in heaven staring at a non-existent watch on your wrist, tapping your foot with a smile, saying, "Hurry it up, Jacqueline. You've got a life to live, kid." And so do I. I love you, Mom, and I miss you. Shot of that later. Okay. Give me a hug, Mom. Give me a hug. Oh, say Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
2015.
Happy Genocide Day.
Genocide. Oh no, she's going.
Think about it. Think about it.
Hi. No thanks.
Wait a minute.
The Native Americans.
Oh yeah. Well, they didn't fair say.
This got dark and morbid.
Yeah, it did. Well, I'm sorry.
That's the Mom. Say hi, subscribers.
Hi, subscribers.
Guys, I hadn't opened this book until now. I didn't realize that Mom had made an inscription. Oh, Mama. I was just gonna act it out, and in it says, "Trust me, if you read this book, you will love it," quote unquote. Sometimes a mom's nagging is worth it. Love, Mom. Never forget the past. October 23rd, 2012, 6:46 a.m. Oh, Mom. You just wanted me to cry on camera, didn't you? You just weren't gonna be satisfied until I lost it. Well, I'm not gonna cry. I don't know if I'll keep this in the passage of the letter or just put it at the end, but back to the letter, I guess. Well, aside from being emotionally devastated by that unexpected little inscription, I hope I held it together okay enough for you guys. I wasn't allowed to read that letter at my mom's memorial, and I wanted so desperately to share who my mom was with everyone, because my mom was such a card. And there are things that are private that I won't ever share, but I think she would be okay and happy that I shared her. I think I'm gonna post this video on March 29th, her birthday. She would have been 54, and I think this is gonna be a really great birthday present to her. And it's hard because losing her in the same month as her birthday isn't gonna be easy, but every day is getting a little easier, and I had to make this video partly to explain why I've been absent, I guess, but mostly to just say goodbye. I know this is very personal for this channel, but Mom always did say she wanted to be on my YouTube channel, so you're on it, Mom. I hope you guys can understand the making of this video and the reason why I had to post it. I know it's personal, I know it's very not fangirly, but you guys I consider my family, and I think it's okay to share that with you. And I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay. There's just been a lot of death in the family. This is the hardest thing I think I will ever go through in my life. Second maybe only to if I lose my husband, God forbid. There's just something about your mother and the relationship that you can have and that I had that I don't think it's irreplicable pain. Sorry. But yeah, that is so like Mom, I swear. She wouldn't say the words, but she would write them. That's not true. Sometimes she would get emotional with me, but for the most part, she was a stern woman. No one believes it. The family doesn't believe it. Most people don't believe it because when you meet her, she was this goofy person. But to really know her the way I knew her, she was a tough woman. And thank you, because Lord knows I've had such outpouring on my social medias of love from you guys, and I don't even know how to come up with the words to say thank you for that, because I've had closer and more meaningful outpouring of love from you guys than I have from even people I've known for my whole life. And you guys don't know how much that means to me. You really don't. And I know that I'm loved, and I love you guys. And I know that's mushy and awkward to say to a bunch of people on the internet, most of whom I've never met, but I do. And now I've got to figure out a way to end this video. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday.